Now, this is about as even on paper as it gets, Brian. But yeah, this is a featherweight fight at 145. Thomas Vievering 2-2. There's Hunter Pederson 2-2. Both guys would be more stand-up guys. Neither guy wrestles much, as you know. Hunter's a teammate of yours. Yep. Thomas is out of Warriors Cove. He does have some pretty good jiu-jitsu, but I think these guys are going to box this one out.
Oh, definitely.
Unless someone gets hurt, then we might see some Thomas shooting for some takedowns. But Hunter doesn't seem like a guy who he's very confident on the feet, and I don't see him shooting for any takedowns.
No, I don't either. I mean, he definitely he has a decent stand-up. I believe last time he fought at your show, I believe he knocked the guy out.
Yeah, he did, and the previous time he took a loss, he got out-wrestled, but I think he was really mad at himself because he just wasn't aggressive enough. You know, sometimes when someone starts taking you down, you start thinking about wrestling instead of doing your game, and he really was, he didn't really strike and try to hurt the guy, and I think he learned a lot from that fight.
Looks like Thomas might have forgot something in the back. I don't know.
Hopefully, not the knuck up or something. I've seen that before.
You definitely don't want to forget those.
The mouth guard.
Yeah,
both good guys that I like using on shows. They're down to fight anybody, and I know all Thomas's fights have been on my shows, and Hunter I think has had 2 fights on our shows now.
Okay,
twice in a row. So Thomas does other things too. Hunter does other things. He boxes. I know he does some amateur boxing.
Yep.
And he's been working on his jiu-jitsu. I don't know if he's done any tournaments or anything yet, but
I'm not sure if he has, but I know. Yeah, like I said, he definitely puts the time in the gym. Boxing, wrestling, jiu-jitsu. I mean, he's trying to get well-rounded. I like how he's taking his time with it too. He's young.
Yeah, for sure. Some guys get forced to go pro or they think it's a good idea. And I tell these guys, get a lot of experience because once you get to the pro, it's not as much fun. It's a lot harder sport. It's you got to start thinking about other things. And when you're an amateur, you can iron a lot of these problems out.
Yeah, definitely. When I started 14 years ago.
Is that when your first fight was, at 20?
19.
Were you prepared, or how ill-prepared were you?
I wasn't prepared at all. I didn't train. I was 370 pounds, and I went in there and did it as a dare.
Yeah, I think a lot back then, especially in our area, the whole sport was new, but in our area especially, I know, who were some of the guys who came up with, like Reese, obviously, was probably around then?
Yep. Yeah, BJ was there when I started, too.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the one thing I didn't even hear of was amateur. I kind of wish I did that because I think I started out my career 2-5 or something like that.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Well, and back then, amateur really wasn't even, it was just fighting.
Yep.
You were just trying to get paid as much as you could. There really was no difference, right?
Nope. I mean, the first time I did a tournament. I did it the dumb way, though. I did the boxing tournament and the MMA tournament. And, I made it to the finals in both.
Do you remember the tough man fights back in the day? Did you ever do any of those?
Yeah, I did 4 of those, I believe.
Those are pretty fun. It was the way to skirt around the commission, so it got cut out. But I remember watching some pretty funny stuff back in the day.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's how I got into it. Was the boxing. It's like, yeah, let's do it. And then I got the name known as the Northern Butterbean there for a while. The big guy, and I was a slinger.
Yeah, still are. Now Hunter, I don't know exactly how old he is, but obviously a very young kid. I'd say 22, 23. I'd
say.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how he's progressed. Like you said, he's always in the gym. He's always working hard. And Thomas seems to, too, be the same way. This is a fight that I was pretty excited about when I put it together.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited for obvious reasons. To see Ben Simmons there. He's getting them all greased up and ready to go.
Any other prospects coming up at your gym that you take notice of, Brian?
There's a couple guys there. I mean, when I get in there, it's.
Well, you're a bigger guy. You're not really working with these guys.
No. It's like I really don't know too many of the guys' names, but there's one kid. I don't know his name, but he's really sticking up. He's been there for a couple years, and I don't think he's done a fight yet. And he's very smooth, very quick. I bet he's probably a 35-pounder.
Sure. Yeah, Dylan Spicer over at ACA has been doing a great job a long time.
Oh, yeah, definitely. definitely like how Hunter, he's so relaxed out there.
Yeah, for sure. He's got a lot of good people around him, and it seems like he's a student of the game. That kind of stuff helps.
Oh, yeah, definitely so relaxed here. Looks like he even slicked his hair before he came out here.
Yeah. He's got the Bryce Harper haircut going on.
Oh, yeah. If I had more hair, I'd probably do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't know what it's like. It's been a good decade for me. Thomas coming up very aggressive.
He looks...
Did you hurt him? Oh,
yeah, I think he did. He definitely... oh, boy. This is...
Wow,
Hunter's
not good.
trying to work himself. That's pretty deep there.
We'll see if he can get himself... Oh,
he's tapping. That was pretty...
You know what? He was loose, but Thomas was wild, and sometimes that can be a factor too.
Thomas definitely was very aggressive, and I think he threw Hunter off right there.
Yeah, he came just slamming knees into the body, and I think one landed, and then...
yeah, he... I think about that third or fourth one, he hit it. You kind of see Hunter curl up there for a second.
Once he dropped his head, I think his neck was just wide open, and Thomas saw it.
Yep, he might have took one there in the liver or something and curled him up. Very nice, though, on Thomas's part. I mean, he took it to Hunter.
Yeah, he knew that Hunter had the range and probably the better boxing.
You see the welts on Hunter's stomach there.
Oh, sure, right underneath, yeah.
That and then on the left side of his ribs there, he might have, maybe popped a rib there or something. I don't know. I know it doesn't feel good.